is a community service of the New York Institute of Technology.
Covering the news of Nassau and Suffolk County's Long Island News Tonight with Ken Eckhart, Carol Peck, and the award-winning LI News team.
Eckhart, and here's what's happening. A Long Island man has been sentenced to 25 years in prison after admitting he killed his sleeping stepfather with a samurai sword. 24-year-old Zachary Gibeon of Hauppauge pleaded guilty earlier this month, admitting that in 2005 he nearly beheaded Scott Nager, a retired New York City Police Department officer, while he slept on a couch in his Long Island home. Gibeon had claimed his mother was the killer, but changed his story and said he inflicted the fatal blow and his mother was never charged. He also claimed his stepfather sexually abused him, but recanted that story when he pleaded guilty. An appeals court had overturned Gibeon's previous conviction on a technicality. He pleaded guilty just before the second trial was scheduled to begin. Well, Donald Trump says he's not running for president. Trump has been flirting with a presidential bid for months, traveling to early primary states like New Hampshire and heckling President Barack Obama from afar. But the reality TV host said in a statement today that he won't seek the Republican nomination. He is the second Republican in a matter of days to say no to a White House run. Mike Huckabee announced Saturday that he wouldn't seek the presidency. An old BlackBerry cell phone is probably just useless trash to a customer buying a new device, but to a woman threatened with domestic violence, an old BlackBerry can be her lifeline to help and survival, as Tara Evans reports.
This 2000 PSA shows the terror that domestic violence victims can suffer, which is often behind closed doors.
Domestic violence is a hidden epidemic. It's happening every day.
That's why Suffolk County Executive Steve Levy says he's giving anti-domestic violence organizations 160 decommissioned BlackBerries programmed only to call 911, with the possibility of an additional 100 on the way. He says these cell phones can help victims call authorities when they have no one else to turn to, or their abusers have cut their regular cell service off.
We hear too many stories of victims of domestic violence being chased down and brutally attacked. When you're dashing for your life and now that cell phone has been cut off, this will be very, very helpful to you. We think it's going to create a great sense of security.
Not only do advocacy groups say that cell phones like these can help comfort a domestic abuse victim, but they can also save a life.
We're so used to people just, everybody, talking on a cell phone. But when you have to
happens during the
leave home and you have absolutely nothing, it's it's a real lifeline.
And they say that phones like these have proven their worth, as they have already saved one woman's life.
Her husband stayed home from work and he only let her leave the house for 1 hour a day. And luckily she had a prepaid phone and she was able to contact service providers to escape.
They say these phones will hopefully enable others to escape potentially fatal abuse, especially when the window of opportunity is small.
Seconds can matter in these type of situations.
That was Tara Evans reporting. We're all hearing about how we can help protect the environment and save money by becoming more energy efficient. But we can't do it if we can't afford it. That's why help may be on the way, as Vera Titler reports.
For 61-year-old Ruth Silverman, keeping a large house like this warm is very difficult and also expensive. According to energy efficiency contractor Lisa Tyson, most New Yorkers are wasting money on heat and air conditioning because they don't have the proper energy systems installed to save energy in their homes. And Tyson says because of bad credit, most people can't afford to install energy conserving systems in their homes, so Tyson, as well as other local energy efficiency contractors, are trying to pass a bill called online financing so homeowners can save energy and save money.
And what we want to do instead is to put on people's utility bill. So for me, on my LIPA bill, I want to put a loan on my light bill, so I'm saving money every month. My light bill is lower. At the same time, I have insulation and a new boiler in my house.
The money for the loans will be given by private investors, and if the bill is passed, jobs will be created for construction workers and auditors. Tyson says once you get the loan added to your bill, the process is simple. Homeowners will be eligible to receive improvements on the energy systems they need. Energy auditors use a diagnostic tool such as this blower door to determine how much draftiness is in a home, and depending on the results will help them see how much energy can be saved in a home, which will ultimately save you hundreds of dollars over time. Currently, the bill is being debated by the New York State Senate and Assembly, and energy efficiency contractors plan for this bill to be passed in the next couple months. In Merrick, I'm Savera Titler, LI News Tonight.
A Long Island school for people with disabilities does what it can to help prepare students for a vocation. And as Jody Goldberg reports, they even have specialized facilities on site to help with the training.
Here at Abilities in Albertson, students are getting hands-on training to help educate them for the real world.
I was originally going to Nassau Community for philosophy. This is more realistic.
DeFilippi recently began a 7-week program that will allow him to learn the fundamentals of mailroom operation at a real UPS store inside Abilities. During training, he'll learn how to compensate for his disability in order to become an effective worker.
I have attention deficit disorder, so it's learning with numbers and stuff, so you got to take it a little bit slower. But yeah, it's helping.
One of these, would you guys be able to take this, I have a digital file of it, and create 50 of them for me?
Yeah, no problem.
William Rolack was recently honored by Abilities for helping to provide jobs for former students.
Well, the reactions are just phenomenal. The excitement, the look on those faces when we put them to work for that first day, it is truly life-changing.
Students have the opportunity to work hands-on in a lab, or they can learn the aspects of the retail industry inside this clothing store built by The Gap. Nichelle Taylor-Bryan, an instructor, says this clothing is sold to students at discounted prices. And this retail store is one of the programs offered at the Ability Center, where students can actually take part in the training, which can lead to job opportunities. And Brian says students can get a job by
presenting yourself well, knowing how to introduce yourself, knowing how to introduce others to other people, really presenting yourself as a professional.
And Mike says he's getting the hang of it.
I'm trying to get into audio school, and this is a great stepping stone because they have job placement. And I really need it.
In Albertson, Jody Goldberg, LI News Tonight.
It was a down day on Wall Street today. The Dow finished the day down 47 1/3 points. NASDAQ was down just over 46 points, and the S&P was down 8 1/3 points. NYIT's LI News Tonight continues after this.
Here, 3 memoir authors share their stories at 3 Short Women, 3 Tall Tales at the Northport Public Library on Thursday, May 19th at 7:30 p.m. For more information, call 631-261-6930. There are 2 freshwater fishing clinics for junior anglers at Caleb Smith State Park Preserve in Smithtown on Saturday, May 21st. One is at 9 a.m., the other at 1 p.m. To reserve a spot, call 631-265-1054. Spend a little time at home with Ginger Rogers, a theatrical tribute and high tea at the Ward Melville Heritage Organization in Stony Brook on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 11:30 a.m. and Sundays at 12:30 p.m. through June 12th. No show on Memorial Day weekend. Advance reservations are required. For more information, call 631-689-5888 or check out Spies, How Long Island Patriots Helped George Washington Win the Revolution. It's an interactive exhibit at the Three Village Historical Society in Setauket on Sundays in June from 1 till 4 p.m. For more information, call 631-751-3730. If you have an event you'd like included on the LI News Tonight community calendar, send it to linewstonight@nyit.edu.
Press play to start your future. Learn the industry. Use the technology. Become an expert in television reporting,
journalism, radio, digital film, public relations and advertising, television production, digital graphics, a beautiful state-of-the-art campus, a road to the job you've always wanted, in the media capital of the world. Communication Arts at NYIT. When can you start?
Some of the men and women who have played a role in making Long Island the cradle of aviation were recently inducted into the Long Island Air and Space Hall of Fame. Kyle Raitan has more.
Former astronaut Robert Gibson is one of 4 new additions to the Long Island Air and Space Hall of Fame at the Cradle of Aviation Museum in Garden City.
Well, I'm pretty darn thrilled about the whole idea. What an honor to be inducted into the Long Island Aviation Hall of Fame.
Tuskegee Airman August Martin, who became the first commercial African-American pilot in 1955, was also inducted. These students from Queens attend a school named after him.
I'm feeling pretty lucky today. It's a very exciting feeling to come and experience, the history throughout aviation, and it's a motivation to, all of our students from August Martin that are here to attend it today.
One fascinating story about this Hall of Fame here is about a new inductee, Span Watson. Span Watson was actually inspired by somebody else on the opposite side of the wall. His name is Charles Lindbergh. He took a historic flight from Long Island in 1927. Watson's daughter attended the ceremony.
Oh, very proud, very proud.
Proud to be here.
Yeah. My dad was a very courageous and determined person, but also very loving father. And just, as I get older, I just realize how amazing he actually was.
And Eleanor Smith, a contemporary of Amelia Earhart, was selected by her peers as the best woman pilot in America.
Very happy because she was so determined to see this museum built. This was her dream, because this was the cradle of aviation.
In Garden City, Kyle Raitan, LI News Tonight.
2 Long Island teenagers have been charged with making threatening phone calls to another teen. Police say the victim told police that he was receiving the threatening calls from someone he knew. And when police say they went to a location on Middle Neck Road, they were confronted by the suspect. 19-year-old Andrew Lelpy of Great Neck, who they say pointed a gun at them. He then ran into a nearby shop where he was arrested, reportedly carrying a .357 Magnum. 19-year-old Anthony Guerrero of Great Neck was also allegedly involved in the menacing, and police say a Mossberg 12-gauge shotgun was found in his vehicle. Both men have been charged with menacing and weapon possession, among other charges. A 34-year-old Long Island motorcyclist was killed when police say he crashed his bike into a tree. Suffolk County Police say Joseph Hancock was riding his 2000 Suzuki on Mill Road in Manorville last night when he lost control of the vehicle, crossed into the oncoming lanes, left the roadway, then hit a tree. Hancock was taken to a nearby hospital where he was pronounced dead. Well, we had a mix of clouds and fog today with just a few scattered thunderstorms. The high was in the mid-60s. Tonight, chance of rain and thunder, a low in the mid-50s. Tomorrow, rain forecast with a high in the low 60s. Wednesday, rain, high in the upper 60s. Thursday, chance of rain and thunder, high around 70. And the outlook for Friday, chance of thunder showers with a high around 70 degrees. And that's it for NYIT's LI News Tonight. I'm Ken Eckhart. Thank you for watching. We'll see you again tomorrow. Have a good night.